What's up, guys? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. It's
you.
Jack and Alex. We're going to talk about some things today. I don't know if you're ready for that. But, okay.
It's going to happen.
So what's most relevant right now with us, with those around us, is just what we've been learning. The power that comes with the struggle that you go through to overcome something. The reason it has so much power to it, we've come to believe, is that it's like it makes the greatest story. When you struggle hard in something to overcome it and then succeed in it, it makes the best story that inspires so many. Like every story that we've ever been read when we were little, or every good movie has a story about a hero that's overcoming something. You know?
Yeah, some struggle in their life and some crazy,
something
memorable story that sticks with you and gives you the chills and
exactly,
really moves you forward.
Something that seems like the world ending to you in that moment could be the key factor in like this great story that you're going to tell your grandkids someday, and it's going to inspire them to want to be the greatest person ever too, So there's so much value in that, and we've both been going through it constantly with our businesses. I got a few years deep into my business, and it's still like we're reaping in some success, but it's like every week there's still something to overcome, something that seems so heavy and major at the time, and we get through it. We just don't quit. We try to see the best route. We try to just do the best by everyone, and we make it through, and then we're just blessed with that much more knowledge for the next project. And Alex, with her company and her baking, like it's just been nonstop every day since she started, just expediting all these lessons, all these hard struggles of mental cognition to learn this stuff. So
just the self-talk is like a huge thing, going back to that. I know I always come back to that, but it's just, it's the only thing that gets me through. Like, totally. I'm gonna fucking get through this.
Yep.
I woke up at 12:50 a.m. this morning, like thinking about baking shit. I'm like, I have way too many things to do to sleep, and I couldn't go back to sleep. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up. Got up at 2 and just started baking and did it. And
savage.
It's just, I don't know. You just gotta really talk yourself into it and make sure that everything that comes out of your mouth or every thought that's in your brain is positive.
Yeah,
and you have to actively do it. Like, you can't just expect these things to happen. You can't just wish for it to happen. You have to actively action by acting. You're working out, you're doing something that's getting you to this state, you're cleaning towards baking the kitchen, you're making new recipes and whatever is like helping you get into that action to actively have that positive self-talk throughout your day is what gets you through.
Making your actions, like you're saying, having them, everything that you do, if it's all in alignment with what you're needing to get done with your purpose, it's just like stoking your vibration. So that's how you get beaming and vibing high, and it just like get moving, just get doing something, get cleaning the kitchen, get tidying up your workspace. Just it gets you in that right frame of mind. It gets your vibration to where it needs to be, so you could perform your best work. You could have your best thoughts, and that's when we get all of our profound moments. Is for me, it's like when I'm cleaning something. A lot of times when I'm working out too, and dude, I was thinking about that this morning. That's a big thing. It's like people will ask, why do you like working out so early in the morning? It's like, I fucking don't. I hate working out early in the morning. It's really painful for me, but it gets me moving. But the reason being is like, I have profound thoughts when I work out. So I work out at 3 in the morning to gather profound thoughts so that I can share them, because I have people that I've committed to on my social platforms that are checking in every day on my shit, and I do with them too, and we share these profound thoughts that we cultivate. So that's like just the action, like Alex was saying, the action of doing things that are in alignment. It just gets you beaming. It brings in this positive inspiration and allows you to be your best self, to do your best work and create amazing things. All of her delicious baked goods that are so healthy and on point with the right macros that keep us shredded, that are like that she's selling to the public now, like people can access this stuff. Those were all thought of and created in her profound inspiration moments from grinding towards it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I just put my all into it every time I get into that kitchen, you know. Anytime you're like, you know, involved in whatever you're doing, like give it your all, and you know, your best will come out of it at some point.
Yeah.
You know, there's been plenty of times where I wanted to fucking throw this cookie sheet against the wall and like karate chop that shit and break it over my knee, like whatever, you know. It's frustrating, like especially when you burn a few batches or you know, that's a lot of money down the drain or whatever. There's a lot of frustrating times and a lot of like hours not had sleeping and shit like that, but you know, sometimes that's what you gotta do, you know. I mean, you'll have times to rest. I took a nap today, you know, but I got up early and I did my shit because I felt like I needed to do that in that moment, you know. And I really did. I really like just made it in time for my bake sale this morning, and like anyway, it's just like you got to follow your conscience, and
you answered the call, and it was it was at fucking 2 a.m. today for you, or no, 1 a.m. sorry.
Yeah, I had to pee, and then I couldn't go back to sleep.
12:59.
Like,
she's been up.
My brain's up.
Yeah, I got up at 3, and freaking kitchen's already cracking. I just smell like things being made. I'm like, ooh, damn, what's going on in there? Usually I'm the first one up, but she smoked
he's
things
always
today.
the first one up. Yeah. But anyway, it's.
Yeah, isn't it crazy how... Sorry, I cut you off. Isn't it crazy how it doesn't even get easier? It doesn't get any fucking easier. You think like, oh, you know, it's always hard when you start. It doesn't get any easier. You just keep doing bigger and better shit. And then...
You keep leveling up. Then there's different struggles on different levels.
There's different struggles because you keep going higher and higher and higher. It's like we don't rest on a certain level. We just keep... We like achieve something, and then all right, what's next? It's like you're in a constant state of feeling like a beginner, but you overlook everything that you're accomplishing, the success that's coming with it. Like I was just telling Alex today, like the struggles are just as heavy right now as they were when we first started Divinity Flooring, when Jake and I first got started, our first jobs. The only difference is back then we were freaking counting pennies. Now we're counting thousands and thousands, and it's the result of all of your efforts compounded together. They keep adding to each other, and then the next thing you know, you're doing multiple projects a week that are just fucking paying you, and still all the while taking losses on certain ones where we're having issues and problems to correct. But ultimately, the company, it just keeps growing and getting stronger because the lessons you learn each time you fuck up, each time you have a struggle, the lessons you learn just keep adding up to this wealth of knowledge that you have. And the more knowledge and value that you have, the more you just attract abundance. It's not even like we're out there fucking grinding for the paychecks. We just want that money. Like, dude, we're just grinding to do our best. Like Alex was saying, you just come in and you give it your all, and you look back after a few years. And I know I'm going to say this too, after a few more years and then a decade, it's going to just be like, damn, look at what happens when you don't fucking quit. Exactly. Look at how big this shit got from nothing, you know? So
and then you have that story.
Then you have this fucking ultimate story, like you're going to tell your kids. And we just tell everyone on our timeline, like us checking in with these videos, it's really just like documenting these times in our life. We'll go back and look over even a couple months ago, like where we were. It's like nowhere near now our level of cognition and understanding for shit. Like each week we learn so much because we spend all day, every day present. We're not checking out from this thing, you know.
No, definitely.
So it's fucking cool. It's powerful. It's like empowering to feel that way. Like even when you're going through the hardest and heaviest moments, like Alex was saying, your self-talk has to be there. So like, dude, I've almost made it to where I feel my best when shit is hitting the fan. When shit's hitting the fan, the way I talk, I'm just like, yeah, I'm a fucking savage. Nothing's gonna stop me. The worst situations, and I'm just powering through it, and I'll like hit her up, and I'll be like, dude, this happened today. Can you believe this? Can you believe the shit I'm dealing with? Literal shit. And
literal
and
shit.
and then I'm just like, but you know what? I feel fucking better than I felt all week. I feel amazing right now because I'm just like empowered. When it gets tough, I get stronger. And that's all our self-talk.
It's like something kicks in inside of you that like it's like your fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm gonna fucking fight. You know, we don't fly away from these things anymore.
No,
you know,
I don't even have wings. So.
You don't have wings. Speak for yourself. Just kidding. Anyway, yeah, self-talk has been huge, and you know, rest when you can. So.
Yeah, take it when you can get it.
But if you have the energy to like fucking go for it and chase your dreams and wake up at 1 a.m. and be like awake and ready to go, just get up and
just do it.
Do it. Because then you're going to spend all that time trying to fall asleep. I tried to fall asleep for an hour and I was like, this is not
wasted
happening.
An hour,
and
right?
I wasted an hour trying to fall asleep. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get up.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you'll find time to rest. Your body will...
Your body will make you fucking
Your
rest.
body will make you rest.
Dude, it will. And like the hardest thing for me now is, and I know it's you too, like it's us to actually chill the fuck out and rest. And it just happened to me today, like my energy was just shit. And I fucking knocked out. I knocked out twice today. Like just in between doing things. I just was like grouchy and shit. And my body was in pain. And it was really just like, dude, it forced me to rest, you know? And I did. And I feel a little better now. But
yeah, and if you could find time before that to rest too, you know, that's ideal. But, you know, sometimes
sometimes it doesn't work.
Sometimes when you're like trying to start something like a business and whatnot, like you're going to have times where you just got to keep going, you know, and... we have the rest of our lives to rest and shit, you know? Like, if you feel it, you know, do it. If you're, like, struggling, go to sleep, you know? Like, listen to yourself. And
there's a pull on your conscience, like you're saying. Like, you have to answer to it. Because if you don't, you're going to pay the price of, like, the regret you feel when you don't answer to it.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I should have just did it. I should have got up and did exactly what my conscience was telling me to do.
Yeah.
And...
it's better than stressing out.
Yeah.
You know? Like, oh, I need to get my 8 hours of sleep, but I'm stressing out now because I woke up at whatever time and I don't have time to do everything I need to do today. It's like, cut out an hour of your sleep. You really don't need that much. You'll find out.
Cut it out and then you'll get it when you can.
Yeah, get it when you can. If you feel like you really need it, get it later in the day. But do what's on your conscience. Don't stress the fuck out, you know?
Don't stress out. I'm so stressed.
I just had so much coffee. I've been like chugging both drinks this whole time.
Yeah, you're double fisted.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Just because we're sober, don't think we don't drink.
I'm thirsty.
We fucking drink. We drink all kinds of drinks.
We drink.
Look at this one. Look at this Virgin White Claw right here. What's it called? Simple Plan? Simple Truth?
Simple Plan.
Seltzer water. We drink them seltzer waters, baby. Just 0% alcohol, but...
the creamsicle one, orange vanilla. It's pretty tasty. Always got coffee on deck. Right.
But yeah, anything else to add important? Talked about rest. We talked about the struggle, how it makes your story.
Yeah.
Dude, the struggle.
Just having faith too.
That you'll make it through. But the thing is, faith is like, it's kind of like you have to fake it till you make it with faith. You have to just believe. And then eventually you've shown up so many fucking days in a row that you're like, you just know. Then it's a knowing. Then it's real. Then it's not even like, oh, you gotta believe. It's like, I fucking know that I'm gonna get up and be there. And then you've done it. Then your confidence is just like, your confidence in yourself to get something done is through the roof. And then it's like, well, put me in front of any situation. I'm gonna fucking get there and do it. So it's really just proving to yourself.
Yeah.
Proving that you're going to show up, and the only way to prove that you're going to show up is to show up.
Every day. Every fucking day.
And the more days you string together, that's the fucking exponential value that each one, they just compound. They're just like, fuck, I got almost 1,000 days of being a fucking beast without a day off of it, you know, without a day off from being present with it.
Yeah, and it feels amazing. It does. It
It's
feels
the
so
best
good to not let yourself down.
Yeah.
Believe me,
It's
I've
better-
fucking done that so many times. Yeah, it's easier. It's easier
It's-
to stick with something than to let yourself down
Than
and
to
fucking
regret
carry
it,
yourself
yeah.
down every day. Be like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I suck.
Mhm.
Whatever. You know, it's like that's so much harder to fight and to dig yourself out of than to actually do the thing.
Just go and do it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you're dreading.
Whatever it is.
It's not nearly as dreadful as fucking quitting on something.
100%.
That's haunting.
Yes, that's the worst.
That's like, imagine being on your deathbed thinking about that time you quit. It's like, motherfucker, what could I be if I didn't quit? You know?
It's true.
These are just little things that we keep in the back of our mind that propel us when things are hard. We just reach back into these like real deep motivators. And it's because it's not like surface motivation. It's not like put on your favorite song and get to it. It's like, dude, we just have these deep-rooted values that nothing can shake.
Absolutely.
And we attach each other to it. We attach our family to it. We attach everybody that we're accountable to on our social platforms. That you know, it's like we keep our word to these people, and it's more important than doing it for ourselves. You know, it's like, oh, so what if I'm not as shredded as I could be or as hardworking as I could be? Like, to me, it's whatever. But I told everyone I'm gonna show up and give it my best every day.
Yeah.
And it means more when you attach these people to it. Everyone around you. You attach the world to
100%.
it.
Yeah, definitely makes you try harder and your best. Yep, 100%.
100%. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we're gonna go keep drinking.
We're gonna keep drinking and we're gonna relax.
Yeah.
Because we
Have some
fucking
drinks
deserve it.
and relax.
We earn that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Maybe I
right.
should stop drinking coffee.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. Happy
We'll
Sunday.
See you next week.